Happy Sunday. Happy full moon. So today is the full moon in Libra. And I want to give you the heads up. Everybody always knows from listening to me long enough that the full moon's about emptying out, getting rid of, what do you need to heal and clear. But this particular full moon can be a rough ride. So heads up, because the moon is opposing Chiron, and Chiron is the wounded warrior. So wherever you have Chiron in your birth chart is going to show you where your wounds are in this lifetime. And so for this particular thing, it's going to bring up like where are your wounds right now. Okay, so if something's opposing in astrology, it's kind of hard. It's going against each other. So if you have old wounds coming up, as we all do right now, from what I'm hearing from people, it doesn't mean you haven't done your work. It just means there's a little residue in the bottom of the barrel. Clean it out. It's like, it's like having a wound and you think it's cleaned out and there's a little pus still left in there. Clean it out. That's a Virgo example. Clean it out. Okay, so just know that things may come up as a way for you to continue to heal. Great time to just take the work in stride and move through it. Okay, Denise Lynn, the Sacred Traveler, for this second week of April. Discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. So this is interesting because as I look at it, it looks like travelers that are really, searching for something. They're all through the mountains and going in different directions. It looks like they're searching for their own truth. And that's what this says, discovering truth. So let's see. It says, listen to the wisdom that rises from your soul, even if those around you don't agree. Boy, how many times have we been in that? We feel one thing, and there was a time when I would let everybody influence me and say, oh, they must be right and I'm wrong, even being an intuitive, but nobody knows better than you. Sit with it. Trust your instincts. Be yourself. Whatever the situation, respond from the authentic place inside of you. It says, be starkly honest with yourself. Oh, I like that word. Speak your truth, live your truth, walk your talk, listen to your inner guidance and follow it. You radiate the energy of truth to others so they can find their own inner truth. Wow, that's big. So this week, look for deeper levels of truth. Crystal angels from Doreen Virtue. Yes, she's pretty gone, but we are still looking at her stuff using her cards. All right. Healthy communication in relationships, Aqua Aura. And that's a beautiful blue. Heart-to-heart discussions and clear, assertive communications help you understand and be understood. Look at how beautiful that is. All the blues, throat chakra. Oh, how about that? I opened to it. It says this card brings hope for you and your relationships, especially if you've struggled to be understood by others. A gentler and clearer form of communication is on the horizon, initiated by you in answer to your own prayers. New strength gives you the courage to talk about your honest feelings in a loving way that keeps communications open. You aren't trying to change or convince others. You're being your own true self. This card can be a sign of improvement in existing relationships or new healthy friends or romantic partner on their way. When you speak from the heart in your relationships, others have the opportunity to know and appreciate the real you. It says, which relieves loneliness because you know that you are loved. How lovely. It's a beautiful card. Star Temple Oracle. This is the one that's a little out there. I love it. Okay. What does this, all the people watching in this group need to hear for this week? Electra, goddess of balance, equality. I create and foster reciprocal relationships. Last week I was talking about how relationships are really we've all been going through a very lot. As I look at this, the goddess of balance, she's holding two balls in her hands, and she's looking quite relaxed and looks like this is not a challenge for her. So this week about finding balance, it says, limits, give and take. Electra, the goddess of balance, inspires you to establish healthy boundaries in your relationships and interactions with others. Blurred boundaries may create confusion, resentment, and disharmony in your life. Get clear on what you want and know what you deserve. Reciprocal, balanced relationships with equal give and take. I was talking about that last Sunday, if you remember, about how we're outgrowing people in our life, and it has to be equal. I'm sure all of you have had one person at least that you're on the phone with them or whatever. It's always about them. They never ask you, how are you doing? And it needs to be equal. Know your limitations and ask for help when you need it. Be open to receive graciously and allow others the gift of giving. Electra helps you to break those relationship patterns that no longer serve you. So, if you're struggling with that, call on Electra. Mary, Queen of Angels from Doreen Virtue. And it's the season, so I thought we'd bring in Mother Mary. Trust. I know that God, in his infinite wisdom and love, is answering my prayers right now. And I don't want to get any nasty emails about God or this or that. Fill in the blank. Spirit, universe, whatever works for you. Trust. I think this is a very important one right now, considering where the world is and everything, that we have nothing else we can do but trust. Show up and trust the process. It says, you ask this question because you desire reassurance that everything is going to be okay. The card asks you to trust that indeed it will be by relaxing with faith and trusting in God's infinite intelligence. You open the doorway to your answers to your prayers. In this way, you are more receptive to hearing heavenly guidance, which gives you intuitive instructions about which action steps to take. As you take them, you bring about divine results. This promises you a favorable solution to your current situation, even if it differs from your expectations. Mother Mary lovingly asks you to step out of the way so that God's handiwork has room to enter. Surrender fears, worries, or desires to control the outcome. Trust in God's wisdom and love. So what does that say to me? That says to me, in the bigger picture of things, I can't tell you the phone calls or the emails or the people coming in for readings about what's happening in the global picture. And what Spirit says to me is exactly this: faith and trust. Stop looking at what you don't want and the fear of what could happen in worst case scenarios. What if? Don't do it. Look at, this is what I want. This is the outcome. Remember, we collectively choose. So if we hold our vision together on the best possible outcomes for the new earth, that's what will happen, regardless of what it looks like. Okay? So there you have it. Looks like we're going to have an interesting week. Thank you and enjoy your day.